Welcome to The Feed, your daily dose of breaking news and trending stories. As usual, we start with local news. Foreign Affairs and Foreign Investment Minister Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble is calling on the Vincentian diaspora to completely flip the script on how they send love back home. I like that. Speaking directly to overseas nationals as the government establishes fresh diplomatic representation in Toronto, Canada, Minister Bramble urged the diaspora to stop relying just on drip barrel shipments and start investing heavily in local businesses. With the IMF flagging SVG's debt burdens, the administration is making it clear that turning remittance into real structural investment is the ultimate key to unlocking the economy. Will Vincentian diaspora step up and trade the food barrels for real business investments? Still in local news, St. Vincent and the Grenadines CMOS game is going global, family. The CMOS Association of St. Vincent and the Grenadines just held it down at the European Union's 50th anniversary celebrations in Barbados from May 7th to the 9th. Now, backed by International Trade Center under the EU Caribbean Food Security Program, our local farmers put SVG's top-tier artisan blue economy products on full display to reopen major export doors. Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation and Sustainable Development, Dr. Kishore Shaloo, is heavily backing these major national pushes to level up our local industries. Can our local CMOS industry become the next massive economic driver for SVG? The long arm of the law just caught up with a Calico fisherman on Monday, May 18th. Serious Offences Court updates confirm 56-year-old Joel Goat Ashton has officially been escorted back to prison to begin his sentence for the killing of security guard Cameron Alexander. The tragic incident went down at Lowmans, where Alexander lost his life after being struck in the head with a heavy rum bottle. National Security Minister, the Honorable Major St. Clair Leacock Ministries continues to face heavy pressure as citizens look for justice and a serious lockdown on street violence. What more needs to be done to clean up our streets and stop the sudden deadly violence? Let's hear from you. Moving on to regional news. Guyana Power and Light Inc., the GPL, is facing mass fury from citizens after a total infrastructure disaster triggered a widespread power outage on Monday, May 18th. Official reports confirm that an excavator operator working on a construction site accidentally smashed directly into the GPL's critical L1 transmitter line, which interconnects the Garden of Eden powerhouse. The impact caused an immediate cascade failure across the entire electrical grid, plunging multiple massive regions into total darkness. Prime Minister Mark Phillips' office is monitoring the restoration efforts closely as technicians scramble to mend the severed link. Should heavy equipment operators face strict fines and penalties for knocking out national utilities? In international news, global tension is through the roof right now. U.S. President Donald Trump announced late Monday that he has officially put a scheduled large-scale military attack on Iran completely on hold just hours before it was set to kick off on Tuesday, May 19th. Now, Trump revealed he called off the active military strikes after top leaders from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE stepped in, advising him that a high-stakes regional peace deal is incredibly close to being signed. While Iran's army is warning they are fully prepared to open new fronts if aggression resumes, global stock and oil markets are aggressively yo-yoing as everybody watch the Strait of Hormuz. Will diplomacy actually win the day, or are we staring down the barrel of a major global escalation? Let's hear from you. And finally, in entertainment news, Vincimas energy is already creeping in, but the youths are running the track and collecting major bags. Rising Vincentian teen athlete Tyler Hercules just secured a massive financial blessing after completely dominating this year's school athletics championship. The legendary Brunch and Soca Foundation officially stepped up on Monday, May 18th, presenting young Hercules with $1,000 in cold hard cash to fuel his athletic journey. This is pure culture supporting raw talent, proving that when the youth put in a heavy mileage, the community will always make sure they get their flowers and their funds. Who's the next young Vincentian star you think deserves a massive financial backing? Let's hear from you. That's it for today's edition of The Feed. Remember, stay sharp and focused as we keep you fed on The Feed.